Hey everyone, welcome to a special episode of the Citizens of Lorcana live stream. Today we are excited to reveal I need to turn my phone off. Today we are excited to reveal a brand new Azurite Sea Lorcana card, and for that I'm going to kick it over to this guy over here, Mr. James Riley. So thanks for joining in.
All right, folks. So what we're going to do is what we always do, and we're going to reveal the card. But we're going to take how long do we usually take? Like half an hour before we reveal it? Something like that?
Usually 60 minutes.
60 minutes? Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Take it a solid hour for the algorithm.
But no, we're not going to do that. So first off, yes, we're revealing a card from Azurite Sea. We had some guesses. We posted a teaser earlier today. Jared posted it on Twitter, and we had a few guesses. But first, we would like to thank, of course, Ravensburger and Disney Lorcana team for allowing us to share this card. It was an honor to see that thing show up in my inbox with a, hey, here's a card for you to reveal. And I'm like, that's really cool. Thank you. We really appreciate it. But let's get right to it. We are going to do a reveal. Is there anything we wanted to say about it?
This changes everything.
It does.
I saw a lot of guesses on the Twitter teaser for it, and it seems like people at least have an idea of what the ability on the card might be. So I think people will be surprised.
Let's just show the card, but with our faces on it.
Oh, look at those awesome mugs right there.
This is the teaser, and so obviously it's going to be in ruby. You see the little ruby symbol there. It's inkable. It's an item, and other than that, what is it? We had guesses. What was it?
Jafar's feather cap. That was my favorite.
Yes, Captain Hook something.
Oh yeah, Captain Hook's feather hat. That's the one I was
Jafar's scepter was the Jafar guess.
And then of course we have what does it do? It's a suitable we. We are suitable for what?
We are suitable to reveal this card.
Okay, so let's do that. This is all of the stalling that we're gonna do. So here it is. All right, it is a 1-cost inkable ruby item, Card Soldier's Spear with the ability, a suitable weapon. Your damaged characters get +1 strength, and it is uncommon. And the art is by Kristen Kaluba. So let's talk about this card and what we expect to see from it. Now, honestly, I don't foresee this being like in every meta deck because it's an ability that requires your characters to be damaged, and that's not something that we really like to do is have our characters with damage on them. We like them to be nice and healthy. But if you do have some characters damaged, this is going to give you that little bit of extra strength. What are some ideas that we had for maybe some cards that could take advantage of this?
The one that I was most excited for was a Hydra. I love my Hydra, and I really want that to see play. So giving Hydra +1 is nice.
Hydra, okay, +1 on Hydra. I was also thinking as a specific character card that could use it is the Triple Shot Mulan. Because you only get that damage bonus. She has a 2 strength, so you'd only get the damage bonus if you shift her. Well, if you shift her onto one of the damage Mulan, the one that comes in with damage, then of course you're going to have damage on her already, and she already gets that +1, and now she gets that extra bonus of 1 more +1 to do damage to 3 other characters for even 2 other characters for even more damage. Or after that, once she does run into someone, she's going to get that +1 while damaged for the next time she runs into someone. We also mentioned maybe using this with what is it, On Your Feet?
Yes.
And quest with everything, play on your feet, give them all damage, ready them all up, and then run them all into something with everyone having +1 more strength and do all kinds of damage everywhere. So that would be fun. And I think also this is going to be usable possibly in a deck where you're using the Sugar Rush Speedway, which allows you to move a character. You have to exert it and give it 1 damage and move it to a location for free. But now that it has the 1 damage, now it's going to have +1 strength. So there may be ways where you can use this in, I think, some combos and some decks that require you to basically be taking a lot of damage, a challenge matters kind of deck. I think this is going to be really good in multiplayer.
It's pretty fun to thwart some of the Emerald cards that really care about damaged characters as well. So like a lot of the Emerald cards are going to work off of your opponent having damaged characters, and so they're going to want their opponent to have damaged characters. And so being able to put this down all of a sudden makes those kinds of challenges not as advantageous maybe anymore. So I liked it from that perspective as well.
Yeah.
I think and I can't remember if you said this already, James, but the thing that I like about this is that combo of On Your Feet, where quest with your characters, use On Your Feet, give them all +1 strength, puts a lot of them out of the range of Medusa.
Yeah. Medusa, Sisu, all of your characters all of a sudden are out of range. Since a lot of characters are 1 and 2 and 3, and all of a sudden all your 1s become 2s that are out of range of small Sisu. All your 2s become 3s and they're out of range of big Sisu, and all your 3s are 4s and they're out of range of Medusa. So that's really nice in this era of all of the easy removal with those cards. So there's this isn't I don't think this, like I said, I don't think this is going to be in every Ruby deck, but I think there's going to be uses for it in some specific builds.
There's somebody on here, Panchia, who says it's going into the Grand Pabby red-blue deck that they're building.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, because you're going to be damaging your characters to heal them, so you might as well take advantage of it by running them into something while they have that extra strength.
And anything that makes Grand Pabby work, I'm all on board for that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, the artist, Kristen Kaluba, we have seen them do one other card actually as of us doing this live. So they did the Fairy Ship Royal Vessel that we saw revealed earlier in this season for our set 6. So it was that really pretty amethyst location. I would highly suggest, I was able to find their portfolio website up online, just search their name. And it was really cool to see some of the work that they have done outside of Lorcana. And they have a super big passion for doing illustrations and color theory. And it was really neat to look through some of the other projects that they had worked on so far.
Yeah, that ship was pretty cool looking. So yeah, this is really cool. And I noticed someone mentioning the Impish Matt mentioned the Mother Gothel that comes in damaged would come in as a 4/4, which is really nice. And I'm like, of course you'd want a healer, but all of these characters like the Beast, the Mulan, and the Mother Gothel that all come in with damage, all of a sudden they're going to be doing more damage themselves if you need to run into someone, before you heal them. So I think that's all. There's going to be ways where you can take advantage of this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's it. That's all we got. That's our card.
About the card. That's all we have about the card.
So again, thank you, Ravensburger, for giving us this opportunity to reveal this card. It's always an honor and a pleasure. However, as James and Adara said, we want to stick around for a few minutes if you guys want to talk. We definitely, Seattle's coming up this weekend. James and Adara, you're both going.
Yes.
What are you guys playing?
Cards. I'm playing some Lorcana. I'm playing some Lorcana.
Such a diplomatic answer, James.
Well, that's right. Adara is going to judge again, right?
Yes.
Yep. My husband and I will both be judging in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Okay.
Nice. All right. So we'll get to hang out and chat for a bit, and I will be there all 3 days, playing some sealed events on Friday and Sunday, and doing the main event on Saturday.
Got to get you that Cinderella playmat.
Right? I need to get that Cindy playmat. That's the goal. That's the main thing. Obviously the goal is to win a lot, but we'll see how that goes because I'm not in complete control of that.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys see the playmat that they gave to the workers?
Yes.
I want that
beautiful.
So bad.
I know. I want that really bad too. It basically is a playmat version 23 set. Let me take this off the stage so it can be seen better there. Yeah, that thing with the images from the art from the D23 set, and it looks really nice.
It really does.
Yeah,
It really
I
does.
think they got like a hoodie or something as well. It's like,
Yeah, they had
man,
gotten a hoodie last year at their team retreat as well.
do they need like a office boy, staff worker, like sit around and like I'll shred stuff. I don't know, whatever, just so I can get the cool things.
I'm not saying that I would do unethical stuff to get this mat, but I'm not saying that either.
Also, I wanted to mention that if you didn't see them post about it on X/Twitter a couple of days ago, Disney Lorcana was put in Good Housekeeping as one of the best toys of 2024, which is really cool.
Yeah, if it's the article that I'm thinking of, James, I believe they were specifically called out for the Gateway product that was new with this most recent set. But that the feedback related to that was really focused on the art and how the cards were really cool, and how it was easy to pick up through the Gateway. And then obviously that can expand to now outside of the Gateway. But I think it was really cool to see that Gateway product being featured like that, because I think that was a big move for Ravensburger to try to bring people in with that and really appeal to that family setting. And I think Gateway seems to really be doing that well for them.
And you know, it's not hip or anything, but Good Housekeeping's top toys list has always been a very good thing for a lot. I mean,
hello, fellow kids.
Yes. But I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people who do put some stock in that list because it's tried and true and trusted, and who knows how many folks will be, you know, aunts and uncles and grandparents will be buying this for their kids who they have no clue what to buy for them, and they see Disney and they're like, well, this got a good review. It's Disney. It's cards. I know my relative enjoys playing games, so let's get it for them. So I think that's really cool.
Okay, so real talk here. Talking about Seattle DLC.
Okay.
Is it going to be Emerald Steel again, or do you think people have properly figured that out?
So the problem with Emerald Steel is that we've already figured it out, but it's still just going to win anyway if they get their cards lined up correctly.
That's
there's
true.
There's almost nothing you can do if they get their, you know, if they get their cards down and they play correctly. There's almost nothing you can do. So it just depends on if those particular players have a good run, if they have a good run of games where they're getting all their cards and they're not bricking too often. And then, yeah, Emerald Steel has probably one of the best chances. It's interesting though, because at the big 700 person event in Europe last week, Emerald Steel was only like about 10% of the field. I think
it is an expensive deck.
It is. It's very expensive.
Fully built out.
If you don't have a lot of the pieces already, you know, are you going to spend a lot? And it's also very difficult to pilot. As I mentioned, you have to put the pieces together. It is not just to, you know, play a card and just keep moving on each turn. You have to figure things out every turn in order to figure out, you know, how to get stuff down correctly. So it's I think with aggro kind of coming to the forefront in a lot of set champs, people are keeping that in mind. So I think that we're still going to see a lot of Steel Song. We're going to see a lot of Ruby Sapphire. We're going to see a lot, maybe less than we expect, of Ruby Amethyst, but I think we'll still see a lot of Ruby Amethyst. And I think we'll see a lot of Emerald Amethyst as well. Those are the decks that seem to be all showing up at least 10% of the fields.
I always like to hold out hope that, like, I absolutely think we're going to see Emerald Steel have its place in top 64, but I always like to hold out hope that there'll be an upset deck, whether that's an already existing meta deck or one of those fun builds that somebody has been out on their own brewing up. I think
Ruby Steel location deck.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to see more decks like that make it in the Clara's Emerald Amber character deck, aggro character deck, and that.
By the way, James, I took that deck to my set championships and I got rolled. And it's probably because I had no experience with it.
It won our set champ. So I mean, it's just sometimes it's just the way the cards fall, right? It's just the way it goes.
It's probably the person who's following the cards too. So, oh man. All right. Well,
What else do we want to talk about? Because this is basically this week's podcast, right? So we want to talk about a few different things. Make it more than just 10 minutes.
Let's talk about all the cards that were released.
No, let's not.
There's been a lot. Let's talk about how exciting it is to see all of the cards getting released, and how there are way too many for one person to keep track of, and that I'm looking forward to opening cards on November 15th.
And be like, I don't remember seeing this one revealed. What is this? There's been some fun cards. There's been some fun cards revealed. We knew yokai. All of the big hero
only the blue
on the last day. I mean, it's the one that just got revealed, the transport pod that was just revealed like less than an hour ago or something like that. That card's crazy. There's just a lot of good cards. So I'm hoping that and we have mill as a actual strategy now, with just making your opponent discard cards off the top with like both a character and an item. It's like, come on.
Okay, because I'm not very smart, somebody explained the yokai microbot strategy, because the microbot only lasts for one turn, right?
It lasts if it doesn't last if you banish it.
But it says
when you play it, yes, the effect of the microbot only lasts for that turn. So I think you get yokai out and you have a handful of microbots and you play out all these microbots. And then
but they're only good for one turn, right? So what? You like wipe out their board and then you hope that you're good?
Yes. Or you have that new genie out, and every time you play a card, you draw a card. And so you just keep drawing microbots.
And you can have unlimited microbots, right?
Exactly.
Just like the puppies?
Exactly.
Wow. All right. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I mean,
they're going to rue the day they made that card and somebody shows up with that Yu-Gi-Oh! 2000 deck, microbot deck.
Now, remember, it is in the rules. Remember, everybody, if you didn't know,
Tamatoa
rules. Now, you have to be able to quickly and efficiently shuffle your deck when you're in a tournament setting. So that 2,000 card deck will never be possible in Lorcana. So there.
Well, I mean, how do you define efficiently?
If you're going to be playing 2 games in 45 minutes, I would suggest that it doesn't take you 40 minutes to shuffle once.
and don't pile shuffle, because that doesn't exist.
It does once. You're allowed once.
It's you're allowed to pile sort once. It's not shuffling.
Yes, you're allowed to pile things once at the beginning of the round and never again during the round.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. That's about it. I mean, there's so many cards. We could talk forever, and I would love to talk about cards, but we have things to do. Both Adara and I are flying out tomorrow, so we've got packing to do.
Yeah, Jared, not to brag, I'm going to work tomorrow.
Yeah. All right.
You got
Jared.
I mean, Seattle's missing out on the 4,662nd best player in Lorcana right now. So sorry, Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like 200 above you, so just watch out.
I haven't looked at where I am on there.
I was so much better at the end of Atlanta, and then I looked at and then like from the Atlanta, and then it just like oh, and then Vegas every round was like oh, and it just kept going down and down and down. I'm like, wow, I did really bad in Vegas.
Hold on, has she been updating it this whole time? I thought it was something that she just came out with.
No, I was.
You can
look at your own individual, like your own record on one of the other tabs. You can type your name in field B2, and it'll pull in your each round's record, and it'll show you what your ELO did from game to game.
Dang, how did she put that all together?
Pulling information from Melee, I think.
Yeah, just pulling in all the raw data and then organizing it and creating all the formulas and doing all kinds of work. So who is it again that did it?
Lauren
Kana?
Yeah.
Okay. Great work. If you want to go check it out, you'll be able to find it on her Twitter. It's a Google Doc spreadsheet And I think there's a link to her coffee if you want to tip her for doing all that work for free to show us, who basically had the good rankings. All 11,000 something players.
All right, Adara, you are 5,176th. So, Dream Team Citizens of Lorcana rocking it.
Not bad for playing in one DLC.
5,100?
5,176.
You are in the top 50%.
That's true.
Because my record in Chicago was I did 4 2-0s. I got 2-0'd 4 times, and then I tied once. So I was like perfectly average in Chicago.
There you go. There you go.
Schmatt says, bring as many microbots as you're ranking.
I love it.
That'll take a while. It is an uncommon, so right? I think it's an uncommon.
I'm not even sure.
I'm going to be rating the same thing I do for puppies. I'm going to be rating the local, we have local like common, uncommon boxes that people typically just throw their bulk into. And I'm totally going to be rating it for microbots and puppies.
There you go. Get them all. Got to get all 99 of every puppy. How many microbots are you going to get? 2, 3, 4,000?
Who, me?
I don't know. I mean, it's Sapphire.
No, I'm just going to get 4. I'm not shenanigan-y like that.
Get like 10. Make it 10. Just to start. Just in case.
Oh, man.
That's how, I'm always the enabler. Always get more. Just do more.
Always get more. James.
Do more. All right.
All right. Well, everybody who's going to Seattle, good luck this weekend.
Yes.
I hope you get your golden Mickey, unless it comes at the expense of James getting a golden Mickey, in which case I hope you drop out.
Wow.
But otherwise, best of luck. And thanks for tuning in.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching and for listening to the podcast and all that kind of stuff.
And just for the podcast reasons, if you liked what you heard, you can follow us on YouTube. You can subscribe on the podcasting platform of your choice. You can follow me on the website formerly known as Twitter at Citizens of Lorcana. And Adara, where can they find you?
Yeah, I'm at Twitter at Ochem102 and all over Discord as Adara of Lorcana.
All right, James, finish us out here.
All right. You can find me everywhere online at Dan Regal. And once again, thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers.